Hello everyone, this is Parrish. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, 2013, time 2:37 p.m. This video is on Michael Jackson. On June 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson died from cardiac arrest. And this video will show that on the death of Michael Jackson, I was in the process of making a video for the Inner City Crusaders. And while I was making this video for the Inner City Crusaders, I was interrupted from continually making the video for the ICC. The person that interrupted me from making this video told me that Michael Jackson had died from cardiac arrest. So I will show you guys and gals that yes, on this day 4 years ago, I was here in Brooklyn, New York, doing work for my nonprofit tax-exempt Christian organization. And more or less this video will show where I was when Michael Jackson died.
Pro-Civil Defense Program. Hi, my name is Parrish, and I'm founder and president of the Inner City Crusaders. The Inner City Crusaders is a nonprofit tax-exempt conservative Christian organization that caters to the spiritual needs of all Americans. The general mission of the Inner City Crusaders is to install the conservative gospel into the inner cities, instill parish prophecies into the inner cities, and to implement conservative Christian values back into the inner cities. Genesis of the Pro-Civil Defense Program began in the winter of 2005 when I had several premonitions that mostly showed me black people rioting inside an American city. Then I come to believe that my riot premonition had come to pass in the summer of 2005 when Hurricane Katrina came ashore New Orleans. The reason why I felt my riot premonition had come to pass is because the news media in the summer of 2005 showed mostly black people rioting inside an American city called New Orleans. Then after the Katrina incident had blown over, I began to assume I will no longer have any more dreams about rioters, since I believe my first set of riot dreams were fulfilled through Hurricane Katrina. Then some months after Hurricane Katrina, and without any warning, I started to receive new premonitions, which once again showed me mostly black people rioting inside an American city. But this time around, most of the black rioters I've seen in my new premonitions was stationed in Brooklyn, New York, and also noticed that most of my new rioting was centered around earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, radiological attacks, nuclear/EMP exchanges, chemical disasters, and bioterrorism. Then in the later half of 2007, I felt led by God to put together a program that will help people prepare for some of the coming disasters I foresee. So in January 2008, I set out to do preliminary work on the construction of this preparedness program. And one of the first things I done for this new preparedness program was to come up with a good name for it. After I fumbled through several names for the ICC preparedness program, I finally settled upon a name for this particular program. I came up with the name Pro-Civil Defense. The reason why I came up with the name Pro-Civil Defense is because the word pro means to stand for. The word civil means not of the military, and the word defense means to protect oneself from harm. Then after I found a name for the ICC preparedness program, I began to investigate which governmental agency in America is instructing the public in emergency readiness. Then I found that the federal government, through its FEMA, Homeland Security, and CDC agency, are readying the public for almost every kind of disaster. Then I found that New York State, through its CMO agency, is readying the public for almost every type of disasters. And I also found that the City of New York, through its OEM agency, is readying the public for almost every imaginable disaster. Then I decided to find out how Brooklyn elected officials are preparing the constituents with emergency readiness. So I checked many Brooklyn elected official websites, and to my surprise, I discovered that nearly all of Brooklyn elected official websites I visited had no kind of contingency plan for the people they represented here in Brooklyn. Then after I found that most of Brooklyn elected representatives had no contingency plan for their constituents, I began to realize why I felt led by God to make the ICC Pro-Civil Defense Program. so that the people in Brooklyn and people elsewhere will not have to end up there like some of New Orleans residents, because their elected officials did not properly train the citizens for disasters such as Hurricane Katrina, or because most of the citizens of New Orleans did not have a contingency plans of their own. The ICC will try our very best in instructing the people in Brooklyn and people in other communities in disaster preparedness. I've had many premonitions about coming calamities, but I will just focus on 6 premonitions that I believe the public can prepare for. And the 6 premonitions I've included into this Pros to Defense program are about earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, radiological attacks, nuclear/EMP exchanges, chemical disasters, and bioterrorism. This program will begin with the number 6, and the number 6 is a premonition that I believe will not happen anytime soon. To the number 1, and the number 1 is a premonition that I believe can happen anytime soon. I will use some of FEMA, Homeland Security, CMO, OEM, and NYCDH emergency readiness documents to help instruct people in how one can prepare himself or herself for a national emergency. Most of the emergency readiness documents I will use from these agencies are quite redundant or repetitive. I feel that I need to use these redundant emergency readiness documents because I sincerely feel that an individual can learn quickly about this Pros to Defense program through repetition. At the end of this Pros to Defense program, the ICC will give out a short list that contains a police precinct, a fire department, and a hospital. ICC will use this short list as an example pertaining to what an individual or family member should have listed with them during time of a natural emergency. Because I truly feel that what I've seen coming will persuade most people not to return home. And the next best place than home, in my opinion, is to go to a police precinct, a fire department, or a hospital for help and for emotional support. This Pros to Defense program is divided into 2 discs. Disc A is approximately 60 minutes, and Disc B is also approximately 60 minutes. Disc A prepares individuals to survive an earthquake, volcanic eruption, and a radiological attack. Disc B prepares people to withstand a nuclear/EMP exchange, chemical disaster, and bioterrorism. Now, before we delve into the ICC Pros to Defense program, I would first like to give us some brief information on FEMA, Homeland Security, CDC, FEMO, OEM, and NYCDH origins. Let us start with the origins of FEMA. FEMA was created in 1979, and FEMA means Federal Emergency Management Agency of the United States, that helps anticipate, prepare for, and respond to the disasters and major civil emergencies. Homeland Security was formed on November 25, 2002. Commonly known in the United States as Homeland Security, is a cabinet department of the U.S. federal government with the responsibility of protecting the territory of the U.S. from terrorist attacks and responding to natural disasters. CDC is Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Center for Disease and Control and Prevention was established in July 1, 1946. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention conducts research into the origin and occurrence of disease and develop methods for their control and prevention. CEMO was founded in 1978, and CEMO means State Emergency Management Office. The mission of New York State Emergency Management Office is to protect the lives and property of the citizens of New York State from threats posed by natural or man-made events. OEM was established in 1996, and OEM means Office of Emergency Management. OEM plans and prepare for emergencies, educate the public about preparedness, coordinate emergency response and recovery, and collect and disseminate emergency information. And NYCDH, also known as New York City Department of Hygiene, was established in 1805. New York City Department of Hygiene mission is to protect and promote the health of New without any more delay, please allow me to instruct you through these governmental preparedness documents and how one can best survive these 6 premonitions that I have just about. Number 6 is about earthquakes. Right. No, Michael Jackson, no. What? Who? Michael Jackson died for what? Oh my. What?
Okay, so the other person that died today, 4 years ago, is Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett played in an old TV show which was broadcast in the 70s called Charlie's Angels. Thank you for watching.